Welcome back. The Homeland Security Inspector General finding that President Obama's Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that's ICE, that was not screening illegal immigrants who were detained for terrorist ties. Now, between 2013 and 2015, there were 142 cases of illegal immigrants here in the U.S. who were detained as known or suspected terrorists. Now, the Inspector General looked at 40 of those cases and found problems in all of them. Nearly half were missing background checks. 10 had no hard copy of their terrorist ties in their case files. Let's bring in Fox News political analyst Gianna Caldwell and Democrats strategist Wendy Osefo. Gianna, your reaction?
Well, you know what? Interestingly enough, I don't necessarily fault entirely the Obama administration for that. I know that there's some incompetent employees who didn't properly do their job. The only reason I say that I don't fault the Obama administration entirely is because they deported more people, undocumented immigrants, than any other administration in history. This is what I do know. These sanctuary cities have added to the problem. You think about the do-nothing mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, who continues to say that he's going to put more emphasis on the city sanctuary status, providing that undocumented folks who've committed crimes or potentially terrorists, they can come in and have safe haven. This is where the problem really is, and it's a smack in the face to the immigrants that come to this country that are educated and do a really good job, like my colleague Wendy over there,
right.
Who's actually following the American dream and following the law.
Right, and Wendy, to Gianna's point, the IG found ICE field offices not relaying information. These are ICE field offices in various cities across the country. They're not relaying information to headquarters in D.C. on terrorists coming here as illegal immigrants. They found 19 more cases there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the ICE field officers really have to start looking at what are their practices and what are their training policies. But for me, what's really important here is that both Democrats and Republicans have to start humanizing the face of immigrants and stop using immigrants as a political football.
I hear what you're saying, but we're talking about terrorists, right?
We are talking about terrorists, but if you look at the DOJ, the report said that 549 illegal immigrants who were considered terrorists came into the country, but of those 549, 259 of them were American citizens. So if we're really going to protect our borders, we need to make sure that we're looking at the United States, because we have a lot of homegrown terrorists here.
I get it, but we're focusing on the weakness of the borders and letting bad guys in who are terrorists. I want to get to this. Hang on. Loretta Lynch in February 2016 testified about the Obama administration. And people forget this. The Obama administration wanted to crack down on sanctuary cities. What is your reaction to that, Gianna? Because they were basically saying, you know what, we're going to remove federal grant money if you guys thwart on the local level our federal guys trying to catch the bad guys. What are your thoughts here?
I think that there wasn't enough pressure put on these cities. Of course, we know that they get these appropriations, these federal grants, and as it is with many previous administrations, they've used the stick and carrot approach. Whereas if you do what we say, you can take this money per conditions. President Trump must do this, and he must not kowtow to those who say that this is inappropriate. At the end of the day, we are a country of laws. We do have folks that come here illegally, and we must protect our country first. I think that these cities like Mayor Emanuel, the state of California, which have now as a sanctuary state, there has to be a crackdown there, and there has to be a very serious one.
Wendy, quickly, you've got 10 seconds. Wendy, go.
Like I said in my original point, it's not about the illegal immigrants who are coming here illegally. We have to look at the citizens that are born in this country who are committing crime as well.
Well, we can't let illegals in killing people as well. Thank you so much, you guys. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Another CEO giving out thousands